Welcome to Good Morning Gwinnett with your host, Audrey Bell-Kearney, where we keep you informed, inspired, and ahead of the curve. Tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Audrey dives into the latest strategies and tools to help you leverage AI to grow your local business. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a tech enthusiast, or just curious about the future of business, this is the podcast for you. Get ready to innovate, elevate, and dominate in Gwinnett County and beyond.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land, all of my friends around the world. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County, 57 degrees, going up to a high of 71. So beautiful. Do y'all want to know why I always say good morning? Good morning, all Gwinnetians. So I watched this movie a long time ago called Good Morning Vietnam, starring Robin Williams, and he would always say Good Morning Vietnam. So that's where I got it from. So I've been kind of using that forever. Mine doesn't sound like his, but that's what made me start using it. Anyway, today is Wednesday. It's Hump Day, baby. You have made it to the MIDDLE. It is the middle, and somebody's saying, "Thank the Lord." Can't wait for the weekend. I get it. I get it. Hey, listen, today I'm talking about AI powered tools that can help you improve your brand storytelling. And there's so many, listen, I talk about this all the time. There's so many wonderful tools out there that can help you, even when you don't want to be on the microphone, even when you don't want to be on video, even when you don't even want to write an article. But there are tools out there to help you improve your brand storytelling, also help you create a brand storytelling platform like the Good Morning Gwinnett. So I'm here talking every day, right? I'm talking every day, so you get a chance to hear what I'm saying. But if I didn't want to do this, if I didn't want to get up and talk every morning, I could literally go to 11 Labs, clone my voice, and then have my voice talk every day, and I don't say a word. Now, have I thought about doing it? I have. I have definitely thought about doing that for days that I'm not on the show. I've thought about doing that. But here's the thing, it's keeping my story out there in front of people. The more content I put out, the more stories are out there about me and Good Morning Gwinnett. Every episode start out with Good Morning Gwinnett. Every episode closed out with Good Morning Gwinnett. Is there plenty stories out there about Good Morning Gwinnett, right? So then I do a lot of content on the website. A lot of writing is on the website. I do a lot of SEO on the website. And so you can do these things too. Now it's a lot of work, y'all. But business is work. If business is not play, it is work. I do a lot of work because just understanding SEO in general. Like I was looking at my title this morning, and it was set up for one way, and I'm like, yeah, it didn't hit the mark. I think it was my I wasn't in the green. It was still in like the pinkish. And I was like, yeah, I need that to be in the green. So I had to adjust the title. Now it's at 81 and it's in the green. So it takes a lot of work, but it's if you're building a brand, which Good Morning Gwinnett is my brand that I'm building, it's gonna take you, creating all these different stories and putting your business out there. I was at the store yesterday. I had to go buy some dishwasher, not dishwasher, the thing, the dryer sheets, right? So I go to the little Dollar Tree store because they have them for $1. They smell great. I get the gains when they smell divine. But on the Dollar Tree, on one of the glasses outside of the Dollar Tree, people had started sticking like flyers. Now it looks really ugly. I ain't gonna even front. But apparently Dollar Tree don't mind because they have the flyers are stuck there with people's addresses and promotional flyers. I was like, I'm going to get a really pretty poster board and stick it right on that wall for Good Morning Gwinnett. Why? Because so many, probably thousands of people we come through that store. I need them to get Good Morning Gwinnett and put it on their phone. And so for me, that's a good way to get information out there about who we are and what we do. And I'm going to I'm gonna make it beneficial for Dollar Tree, right? I'm gonna say thank you for shopping at Dollar Tree. When you subscribe to Good Morning Gwinnett, you will be entered to a drawing to win a $50 gift card to Dollar Tree. Why? Because people like Dollar Tree, so it only makes sense. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get that poster done. I'm gonna stick it right on that wall, right on the glass. But mine is gonna look better. It's gonna look more professional. It's not just gonna be a sheet of paper with some tear offs on it. It's gonna be looking really cute and real legit. Here's the thing: people who have never heard of Good Morning Gwinnett walking past that, they will see that and go, "Oh, let me scan this barcode," and I'm gonna tell them, take your phone out, scan the barcode to be entered in for a chance to be entered into the drawing. That's what I'm gonna do. And they're gonna go look up Good Morning Gwinnett. They're gonna see the website. They're gonna see the podcast. All of that great stuff. All of that they're gonna see, right? But that's me telling the story. That's me expanding the story. Now that's some real manual type of storytelling. Today we're gonna talk about some tools that you can use to help you tell your story better. And here's the thing: a lot of these tools are not that expensive, not at all. I talked about Hey Gen. Hey Gen is one of the best tools out there. And what's crazy about Hey Gen is that you can literally take a picture of yourself and turn it into a video. You can use 11 Labs and clone your voice. Take the voice, Hey Jen with your video, and you're talking. It sounds like you, it looks like you, but it's all AI. That's two tools right there alone. Take your voice. So to get a good recording on 11 Labs, you need about 30 minutes to 3 hours worth of good audio of you talking, right? It's gonna train the AI on your voice. You can then take that voice and use 11 Labs to create stories. So the way I talk, my voice is gonna talk like that. The inflections, now it probably won't be 100%, but it'll be like me than if it was just some robotic voice that I used that was like a template, right? And it will use that, it will use what I'm saying, and it will create a story based on what I input into the 11 Labs platform. So 11 Labs does quite a few things. It actually creates podcast episodes. It does a lot of stuff these days. When I first started, it was just a tool where you go in there, you type in some words, you drop in a script or something, and it read the script. Now it does a whole lot of other stuff like phone calls, all kinds of stuff, which I think is pretty cool. So you would take your voice, you would clone, you would go to 11 Labs, open up an account. When you open up the account, I got the paid account because I need a lot of credits, right? I need a lot of tokens and credits because I use it a lot. So, but you don't have to. You can start for free. But if you want to use this, like really use it, you probably gonna need the paid version. I pay $22 a month, which is not bad for what I'm doing, and it gives me a lot of credits and tokens, right? So clone your voice, then you take your voice and you go to ChatGPT and then you write a story. You take that story or article, whatever it is you want your voice to say, you do it in ChatGPT. You do that, then you copy and paste it over in 11 Labs. When it comes to picking your voice, you pick your voice and you hit generate. Then 11 Labs is going to generate that text that you input it into audio. Okay, so that's two tools. You can listen to it over and over again, but be mindful. Every time you regenerate, you're using credits. So if you're on the free plan, if you regenerate too many times, you're gonna use up all your credits really fast. Which is why um, I have the paid plan. Now, what you can do is be very careful what you're putting in there, right? ChatGPT has a very good accuracy process. When you do it yourself, you run the risk of messing up. I've done that plenty of times where I'm just typing in what I wanted to say, and then when I hear it back, it's like, oh crap, I left out a word. So I would say make sure that what you want to say is correct, so this way you don't have to regenerate over and over again using up your credits and your tokens. All right. So use I would use ChatGPT if I didn't know what I wanted to say, or I would use ChatGPT to refine what I said to make sure I haven't left out letters. I don't have a letter in that it doesn't a word in that doesn't make sense, because that has happened to me, and I was like, oh crap, and then I have to go back and regenerate, and I'm using tokens. So don't do that. Once you're satisfied with your recording, now you take that recording and you go over to HeyGen and you drop the recording in HeyGen. You pick your picture, and once you pick your picture to create your avatar, you now let her say, and it's gonna sync. So HeyGen is gonna sync the audio that you dropped in to the video, and she's gonna look like you and she's gonna sound like you, but she's AI. Three tools right there. Three of the most powerful tools you can use in building your story brand. Now, how do I plan on using this? Because I've thought about it. I just have to make the time. On Friday, I don't do a show. I don't do a show. So these are some of the ways I've thought about using Chat GPT, HeyGen, and 11 Labs. One of the ways, and I don't do video for this show, and I would like to do video. So one of the ways I'm thinking about using this is to create a clone of myself and put out a news story that's video on Fridays, because I don't do the show on Fridays. So I'm thinking about doing that. I'm also thinking about a weekend show, where I won't be using my voice, but I will be using Hey Jen and probably 11 Labs to do a sports show on the weekend, because I don't have any weekend shows. Like I thought about doing like a Sunday morning inspiration, gospel inspiration kind of show where I use the voice and maybe some create an avatar that looks like a pastor, and just and put that on video. So these are some things that I've thought about. So what I will be using for those is HeyGen, ChatGPT, and 11 Labs. Those are the tools that I'll be using if I decided to do what I'm thinking about doing. And I have to really sit down and think about it because I really do want to be off on the weekend because I'm tired. So I have to think about, do I want to commit to doing that? Now, you may say, Audrey, I don't want to do any of those things. I just want to create really amazing videos. And you can create some really, really, really amazing videos to help you tell your brand story. The key here, though, is to tell the story the way you want to tell it. Now, it's going to put in videos based on what you say, but it may not have the videos that are part of the video that you're getting created by AI may not have anything to really do with your brand story. So I'll give you a prime example. I had a client. He had written a book, and the book was about slavery. And I he didn't order this. I just did it out of because I felt like it was cool. Let's add it to this. So I created a video using InVideo, right? To show the dramatics of what the little blurb was saying. It was a short blurb. It was like maybe a minute, and I thought it was a great video, like a visual of what the book is about. He didn't like it because it wasn't a video that was set back in the 1600s. Like, well, I can't. That yeah, that's gonna cost you way more money. I mean, I could do it for you. This was free because I thought it'd be great to help you enhance. And he's an author to help enhance the book sales, but he didn't like it. So I created a scene that shows like some ships coming over, and the ships were the wrong type of ship. Now, unless you really know like the history or whatever, it was like okay, and it was a really cool video. He didn't like that either because the ships there were some other kind of ships that I had never heard of, which most people probably didn't. But he didn't get it. It was for the visual effect to help him tell the story so people could buy the book. He didn't like that. So finally, I had AI create some, and AI was funny because I had them create some slave people on a ship. They really didn't like that. It created some stuff, but it wasn't all that great. And but that was what we used. That's what we used to create. So it looks like it was like slaves. They were all on a ship, and then the ship was kind of. I gave it like a little wiggle. I think I did. I used it in Canva. I couldn't even use it. Did I use it in a video? I think I did take the images and drop them in a video, and the video kind of told a story while the water was going, all the stuff. But anyway, that was all AI generated. The images were AI generated, the narration was AI generated, and the video was AI generated. I used InVideo, I think I used Canva, and I used, of course, 11 Labs. Great storytelling for his books. Um, but he had to like it. I don't know if he really truly liked it because he wanted something else because he asked me. And I was like, yeah. Now you talking about money. You talking about going into like the thousands of dollars. This was just something to help you, you know, tell a story. Here's the thing too. If you know that your video has to be perfect, don't use these tools because they're not going to make your video perfect. They're going to tell a story based on the content that they have inside of their database. If you have content that you want to input yourself that makes your story stronger, then do that because you can do that in a lot of these tools. You can upload your own video, your own audio, your own images, and a lot of these tools to make your story tell your story better. But if you just rely on the AI itself to tell the story, it's going to tell the story based on the information that you input, but also the visuals are going to be the visuals that are stored inside of the platform. So for him, there was no, I didn't, we had to create 1600 year ships. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't have any pictures from 1600. And you can't just go and use people. Like I probably could have went to public domain and found some stuff, but it wasn't gonna be a video from 1600. It was gonna be some type of image or maybe a map or something, and I probably would have had to go to the public domain to do that. You don't want to use people's copyrighted information. I give you another prime example. I have a friend. She's launching a new app, and she wanted to put music in her app, but she wanted to put music in her app by these high profile gospel singers. And I was like, yeah, you can't do that. Unless you use like a playlist off of Facebook or something, I mean, off a link or YouTube or something like that and embed it inside your app. You can't just take people's songs and put it in an app that you're charging for. That's copyright infringement. So, just be careful about what you're using in your content creation and understand that you're not trying to make it perfect. And if you are, you're probably gonna have to pay top dollar for that. But if you want to use smart tools, use an AI generator like Synthesia, like HeyGen, like Pictory. Pictory is really good too. And in video, I've used Pictory before. I've used Synthesia before. Synthesia is pretty much like HeyGen, and Pictory is a lot like AI in video. You can use those four tools right there to create visuals for you. I like Canva. Canva is doing so many amazing things right now. I'm talking about Canva is integrating with everybody. They don't want you to leave the Canva platform. Do you hear me? They want you to stay right there on that platform. So they're doing a lot of amazing things inside of inside of the Canva platform, like automated video summaries, and it's just a lot you can do to help you tell your story. And you can put these stories out on your Instagram story. You can put these stories out on your TikTok. You can take your video, like when I do my bookpreneur video, it's normally 10 to 20 minutes long. I'll take that and use Opus clip it up, and then re-put it, then re-upload it automatically through the calendar back to YouTube. So now I got a bunch of shorts. So you have to learn the tools, and they're not that hard. When I tell you not that hard at all, they really aren't. It's just a matter of writing in the right prompts to get you the outcome that you want to get. So I use Opus clips, and so you can go to opus.pro and you'll find out more about that one. I use Leonardo every day for this show. I use ChatGPT every day for this show. I use Suno for the music every day. So I use a lot of AI tools every single day for this show. And just the show alone, right? Just the show alone. All right, I'm going to go to a song. Then I'm gonna come back and I'm going to talk about something else I think is pretty cool that you may find interesting. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
I've been standing at the edge too long, watching my dreams like a distant song. Fear kept whispering, girl, don't try, but my heart keeps telling me to touch the sky. Every road got a twist and turn, every dream got a bridge to burn, but I ain't gonna let my doubts decide. I'm taking the leap, I'm ready to ride. Oh, it's worth the climb. Every step, every fall, every sleepless night. I'ma chase that light, even when the rain tries to dim my fire. I was made for more, I can feel it inside. Ain't no mountain too high, it's worth the climb. People saying it's a foolish game, but they don't see what's calling my name. Gotta bet on me, take the chance. Even if I fall, I'ma rise and dance. Every road got a twist and turn, every dream got a bridge to burn, but I ain't gonna let my doubts decide. I'm taking the leap, I'm ready to ride. Oh, it's worth the climb. Every step, every fall, every sleepless night. I'ma chase that light, even when the rain tries to dim my fire. I was made for more, I can feel it inside. Ain't no mountain too high, it's worth the climb. No more waiting, no more fear. This is my moment, my time is here. I'm breaking chains, I'm touching the sky. Ain't nothing gonna stop this fight inside. Oh, it's worth the climb. Every step, every fall, every sleepless night. I'ma chase that light, even when the rain tries to dim my fire. I was made for more, I can feel it inside. Ain't no mountain too high, it's worth the climb. So I keep on climbing, yeah, yeah. Keep on rising, ain't no stopping. It's worth the climb.
It's worth the climb. Welcome back. Welcome back. You're listening to Audrey Bell-Kearney. This is the Good Morning Gwinnett show. And today I'm talking about some of the best tools that you can use to help you build your story, your brand story. And so I talked about InVideo, which is a video platform where you can go on, type in some prompts, and InVideo will create videos for you based on your prompt. However, the videos may not match your brand story. So just be mindful of that. If you have images or videos that you want to upload to the platform, you can do that as well. I talked about using 11 labs to clone your voice and help you tell your story in your own voice. I talked about using Hey Jen and Synthesia to create an image of you to make an avatar of yourself and then take the audio from 11 Labs and drop it into those platforms to help you tell your story and put your face out there as the face of the brand, right? Let's talk about one that I think is pretty cool, chatbots and virtual assistants. Now, chatbots and virtual assistants are powered by AI, and it has changed the way the brands interact with their audience. This is really important. I'm about to put a chatbot on Good Morning Gwinnett, which I'm about to add one for Good Morning Gwinnett, which is so cute. And I had to think through like exactly what I wanted it to do, and I'm still thinking that part through because do I want it to just talk about local Gwinnett? What do I want it to do? But anyway, I'm gonna add a chat bot to Good Morning Gwinnett because I haven't done that yet. I have chat bots on on a couple of my other sites, but not this one. But what happens is it is a way for you to keep the interactions between you and people that visit your website going. People can come there and utilize the chat box to ask questions about your brand. And because you have a chat bot that's set up for 24/7 because it never sleeps, it is a great way to tell stories. And you can set your chat bot to do anything you want it. Like you can train the chat bot when people ask, and you can prompt it first of all. You can have what's called prompt questions, right? And with those prompt questions, you can have questions that you know people may ask. And when they click the prompt button, they don't even have to type it in. They just says you create the prompt for them. They click that prompt button that say, let's say for instance, they say, what's the best schools in Gwinnett County? That may be a prompt button that I already have set on Good Morning Gwinnett site on bot. And when they click the button, it's going to give them the list of all the schools, right? You can do that. Now, what's nice about that is people go to your website all the time. I look at my stats, thousands of people visit Good Morning Gwinnett. And I'm like, that's really cool on a monthly basis. And I'm like, crap, but I'm missing out on a lot of connections because I don't have a chat bot. So I'm just keeping it real. I talk about this stuff and you hear me talk about all of the tools I use. I have not embedded a chat bot on Good Morning Gwinnett's website. Now, back in the day, I did have, I can't think of her name. What keeps coming to my mind is Cedar. Cedar was a like a little robot avatar back way back in the 90s, maybe early 2000s, that was on a music show on BET that was hosted by this guy named Donnie Simpson. And Cedar would come on and she would be talking much like what I'm talking about today, but not as sophisticated as what we have today. She would be talking about something on the show. I had an avatar on my site on Good Morning Gwinnett. They did that. It said, "Welcome to Good Morning Gwinnett. My name is," I forgot her name. I had two of them. They would talk to you, and this is the same thing you can do now. Like I'm gonna take probably Hey Jen. I'm gonna probably create an avatar. It probably won't be me. It probably be somebody else. It may be me. And I'm gonna put it on the bot, and it's gonna talk when you come to the page, and then you can ask questions, which is super duper important, right? Super duper important. But it also drives traffic back to your website, right? Because now people can tell people, where you get that from? I went to this site called, abc.com, and they had like this thing on there, and I asked the question and answered the question. And here's the other thing, you can make recommendations now. Why is that important? If I have a favorite restaurant, and someone called me yesterday about a restaurant that I went to, and they was like, what time do they open? What do they have? And I was telling them, and so by the time I got finished telling them, they were already in the parking lot of the restaurant. That's because I had such a great experience with the restaurant. When they called me, I was able to tell them. I couldn't tell them the name because I didn't know the name. I couldn't tell them the address because I didn't know the address. I knew exactly how to get there, and that's all I gave them. And they got there. So, you know, this becomes a recommendation tool for you to help you drive, the traffic to your website, to help you drive people back to your website, to help the chatbot share, because you have a smart chatbot on your site and it's smart and it starts to answer questions, and and here's the thing about AI, it's getting smarter and smarter to the point where it can say really nice things. Like, I don't know about you, but we have Alexa, right? Whenever Alexa does something, we'll say, "Thank you, Alexa," and she'll say, "My pleasure." And you just you're positive give me a charge, which is hilarious, right? She just says it, but she's AI and she's been trained to say that by Amazon or whoever created the Alexa. You can do your AI the same way. Your chatbot can say the same thing. You can probably have audio inside the chatbot that'll talk to people. It's so many ways to do this thing right now. ChatGPT has a voice feature, like you can actually sit there and talk to ChatGPT, and it'll talk back to you through the voice feature. Y'all can have a full blown mastermind conversation. I haven't done that yet, but I've seen it done on YouTube. There's this girl named Nikki. Nikki sits there and she has a straight up brain mastermind brainstorming session with the ChatGPT. And it's telling her, well, what? Won't you try this? And then and then it'll change the voice, and she'll say, "Hey, go back to the voice that I like, or go back to what happened to your voice?" And the AI will change the voice back to a voice like she's talking to a friend. It is the craziest thing, but it's so powerful. And it's helping you tell the story. Even when you don't know what the freak you want to say, all you gotta do is go to ChatGPT and start. I type in all my stuff. I haven't used the voice platform yet, but I'm going to use it because I think it's really powerful. You could talk to it or type in and say, "This is what I'm trying to do." I do this all the time. The framework for things that I've created, just like I'm telling you about the bot, I'm going to add the chat to Good Morning Gwinnett. I'm going to go to Chat GPT. I'm going to ask it some questions. Once I get the answer to the question, I'm going to find the thing. Then once I find the thing, I'm going to tell Chat GPT create the framework for the thing. It's going to create the framework for the thing. Then I'm going to tell it to create the prompt for the framework, and it's going to create the prompt for the framework. Then I'm going to take that prompt and I'm going to drop it into another tool that's going to create the bot for me based on all of the research that I've done on Chat GPT. Just like that. And just like that, it's done. And so these are tools you can use. Now I use a tool called Pickaxe. I'm gonna drop the description in the I'm gonna drop the link in the description. I use Pickaxe to create chatbots. Why? Because it is by far one of the most simplest platforms I've used to create a chatbot. I'm talking about super simple. And I've been raving about them ever since I started using them because I just find it to be really simple. Like it's just a straightforward, powerful tool. And what happens is you can create a chat bot that you can embed inside of your website, or you can create a chat bot that you can literally sell. So to give you some insight, go to debtcrusher.pro, 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 and you will see a chat bot that I created um for the finance for people to get their personal finances in order. Debtcrusher.pro. As a matter of fact, when you go to the if you go there, you'll see like exactly how that looks. Well, that's a paid tool for people trying to get out of debt, right? So when I write articles about money on this on the website, on the Good Morning Gwinnett website, guess what I do? I put a banner to to that that tool and a link. So when people go read the article about money, they can click the link at the bottom to go over to debtcrusher.pro and find out more about how to get their personal finances in order. Now that's a great way for me to build traffic to the website because now I have it embedded on the website as a link or something like that, which is good for SEO. Now that's bringing more people to the brand. All right, so um, I hope this helped y'all, and it's a full article on the website. These are the tools that I use all the time. You know, I use ChatGPT every day, two, three, four times a day. I wake up sometimes with great ideas and I go to ChatGPT to help me flush it out while I'm laying in the bed. I use 11 Labs when I want to tell amazing stories, use amazing voices that sounds really human. I use Leonardo every day. I pretty much use Canva every day. I use Suno every day. And yeah, the money could add up. I'm not going to even front. The money could definitely add up. But here's the thing, even if the money adds up, if you're making money, that's okay because that's a part of the whole, that's a part of you doing business. That's a part of you building a dream. That's a part of you building a brand. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to spend money, I really you can use the free tools, but you're not gonna. It's not gonna be a lot of them. I'm just gonna say that right now. It's not gonna be a lot of free tools that you can continuously use. You can use some of them. You're gonna get 30 credits. You're gonna have like the watermark for the company in your video. Like I used DID one time, and it was cool. But I was able to chop the video to get the DID off the video because I'm like, I don't want them to know it's DID, and I don't know why I didn't want them to know. But I was able to edit the video to remove the DID. But then they chop down the video. So I mean, you could use the free tools, but me personally, if you're thinking about taking your business serious and building a for real serious brand, you wanna pay for some things, and the tools aren't that expensive. Like 11 Labs cost me $22 a month. Suno is probably the cheapest thing I use. It cost me $10. Canva cost me I think $12.99 a month. Leonardo I think cost me $19 a month. And what else did I say? I said 11 Labs, Suno, Canva, Leonardo. Oh, ChatGPT cost me $20 a month. Those and then I think in video is 15.99 a month. Those are the tools that I use the most. Those six right, the five or six right there. I use those the most. In video, ChatGPT, Suno, Leonardo, 11 Labs, and Canva. Six tools. Those are the tools that I use more. I use 11 Labs a lot. I create logos. I create artwork. Like the artwork that's gonna be on the website, I use 11 Labs for that. And I was like, I love it. I love it. Now that being said, Canva has partnered with 11 Labs, and it's a part of your Canva Pro plan. So you don't have to pay extra for 11 Labs. I just find that my pictures are clearer when I use I'm not 11 Labs. Canva has partnered with Leonardo, and now you can use Leonardo inside of Canva. I think it's called Dream Studios. And I've used it once. I didn't like it, which was weird because it's supposed to be the same platform. It didn't look like the images that I create on Leonardo, so I still have Leonardo. I gotta really look at it, but right now I like Leonardo the way it is. So anyway, I'm gonna go to my last song, then I'm gonna come back and give you my words of inspiration for the day. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
I used to hide in the shadows, playing small, held back by my past, scared to risk it all. But I broke those chains, left them far behind. Now I'm stepping out and I'm ready to shine. No regrets, no looking back. Got my power, I'm on track. Light inside, I let it show. Now watch me glow, now watch me glow. Oh, I glow with purpose. Feel the fire in my soul. Every step I take, yeah, I'm in full control. Ain't no fear, no doubt, just this rhythm in me. Dancing through my destiny, wild and free. Oh, I glow with purpose. No more waiting around. Shining so bright, I'm lighting up this town. Every mistake was a lesson learned. Turn my pain into passion, let the fire burn. Now I own my truth, walking tall with pride. A queen in motion, I'm electrified. No regrets, no looking back. Got my power, I'm on track. Light inside, I let it show. Now watch me glow, now watch me glow. Oh, I glow with purpose. Feel the fire in my soul. Every step I take, yeah, I'm in full control. Ain't no fear, no doubt, just this rhythm in me. Dancing through my destiny, wild and free. Oh, I glow with purpose. No more waiting around. Shining so bright, I'm lighting up this town. Let go of the past. Let go of the pain. Step into the light. Let it call your name. Raise your hands. Feel the beat. This is your time. Move your feet. Oh, I glow with purpose. Feel the fire in my soul. Every step I take, yeah, I'm in full control. Ain't no fear, no doubt, just this rhythm in me. Dancing through my destiny, wild and free. Oh, I glow with purpose. No more waiting around. Shining so bright, I'm lighting up this town. Watch me shine, watch me move.
Welcome back, welcome back. So listen, guys, I gotta go, but before I go, I want to give you my words of inspiration for the day. Here it goes. It says, I'm lucky that whatever fear I have inside me, my desire to win is always stronger. Let me say that again. I am lucky that whatever fear I have inside of me, my desire to win is always stronger. Serena said that, and she was right. Let me tell you something. I had fear. When I get on here every morning, I have fear. I have fear that my message may not resonate with you. I have fear that I'm never going to get this company um, to grow to what I wanted to grow to. But here's the thing. I want to win, so I'm gonna keep on going. I want this to be what I envision in my mind, so I'm gonna keep on going. You got something that you want, y'all. It's something that you want really, really bad. Don't give up. Yes, it's scary, but don't give up. Keep going, because if you keep going, you're gonna hit the mark. It may take some time. You may go through some ups and downs. You may have some stumbling blocks thrown in your way. Keep going. The one thing I said about Good Morning Gwinnett when I started was that I wouldn't quit. And trust me, there have been days where I just want to say, I don't want to do this anymore. I took like 2 months off in the summer because I had launched Good Morning Georgia. And because I wasn't feeling like I couldn't find a passion for what I was doing anymore. Like I was losing it. Like the news was draining me, and trying to find good news was draining me. I was like, I didn't want to do it. But I remember saying, Audrey, you said you wouldn't quit no matter what. You said you wouldn't quit no matter what. You said you wouldn't quit no matter what. And I was like, okay, Audrey, pull yourself together, get back on the wagon because you done fell off. Listen, you have fell off the wagon plenty of times, but get back on. Keep going, because here's the thing, the wagon has stopped, right? But if you get back on and go another mile, that's another mile further from where you came from. Keep going. Just one more mile. Just one more mile. And yeah, doing it about mile by mile, it's a lot. It's gonna take you a little longer. But guess what? You're gonna get there if you stay on the path. You're gonna get there if you do mile by mile. You'll get there. It may take you a little longer, but you'll get there. I've been doing Good Morning Gwinnett. I think this is my 6th year. And I, there are times I was like, I don't want to do this. It's not bringing me the income like I want to. But then I had to look at all the things I was doing. I wasn't loving it enough, right? Sometimes we're afraid, but if we step back for a second, the thing that we're afraid of, we're just not nurturing what we're trying to accomplish enough. I wasn't nurturing this enough. Now that I know better, I'm doing better. Now that I know better, listen, when you know better, you're supposed to do better. I'm not saying you do better, because people can know better and still do wrong. If you know better, you're supposed to do better. I know better. I know that I have to talk about things on this show that's going to light me up, like business and technology. That's going to light me up. Then I can keep going, because guess what? Business and technology changes every single day. There's a story for me to tell you every single day. Every day. Every day. So anyway, don't give up. Keep going. Don't let fear stop you. Keep going. Hey, listen, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to thank you for listening. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you've been spent the last 37 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. I really, really do, because you are the reason I get up every day and do this show. Because I know somewhere in this world, somebody is listening to the sound of Audrey Bell-Kearney out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. I know. You know why I know? Because I see the stats. When I get the stats and it's in green and the arrow is pointing up, I'm like, yay, I reached some more people this week. It's exciting. It's exciting, y'all. And I really do appreciate you. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. If you missed any episodes of this show, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. There will be a full-blown article listed on the site about 10 minutes after the show is over that I have finished writing and putting in images and graphics and all that good stuff that I use all these great tools for. You can go check out the article. It has way more information that I was able to share on the show, but go check it out. It's at goodmorninggwinnett.com. It's going to probably be the first thing you see on the business. As soon as you open up the site, there you have it. All right. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. You guys stay safe out there. And until next time, my friends, until next time, make it a great day. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to Good Morning Gwinnett, where we bring AI innovation to the heart of your local business. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to support the show for only $5.99 a month. Just click the support link in the show notes. Your contribution helps keep this show running and your business growing. Missed an episode or want to catch up on local news? Visit us anytime at goodmorninggwinnett.com. Until next time, stay innovative on your grind.